Hey folks, one of my viewers left a comment about my guitar and Willie Nelson. Hey, I have a story for you. I'm going to answer that question and we're going to do the long answer. Stay tuned. Hey folks, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hanson. Like I said in the bumper, there is a long answer to a short question from one of my viewers. And that question was, or actually is a statement that he made, that it sounded like my guitar tunes sounded something like I took from Willie Nelson. Well, the short answer is nope, wasn't Willie's, it was mine. But was I inspired by Willie Nelson? Don't know. Could be. Sit back, relax. I have a story to tell you about an evening my wife and I spent with Willie Nelson. Yep, that's a fact. My son was about 3 weeks old. Yep, just a tiny little infant. My wife and I were painting the living room and getting the house ready for, you know how you get the nesting thing going on when you're getting ready for a new baby in the house? Yep. These young parents were guilty of that. Oh, we were listening to the radio and painting and spending some time together and just looking forward to the arrival of the new baby. At that time, we didn't know whether it was going to be a boy or whether it was going to be a girl, but in my heart, I felt it was going to be a boy. So we were painting and listening to the radio, a local country radio program, and they were having a contest. The musician Willie Nelson was coming to town for a concert tour, and they were giving away free tickets to the concert. We had a call and enter to the contest, so I had my wife pick up the phone and give him a call. Well, it just so happens she was the right caller at the right time, so they put her name in the hat for a specific date, and a specific time for the announcement of the winner, but she only had so many minutes or seconds to call in once they announced it, and then if she didn't call in, it would default to the next caller. So we set the radio alarm clock for the time it was going to be, because it was really super early in the morning. I mean, really early in the morning. So we set the alarm clock. We had it go onto the radio station, and then when they announced, Becky Hanson, you are our winner. You have so many seconds to call in. I jumped out of bed. I picked up the phone. I dialed the phone to the radio station. I had the number already written down, ready, just in case we might have won. Well, I called, I says, yes, that's my wife, and she's right here. And they go, well, we need to talk to her. And I go, Becky, wake up. It's you won. She couldn't believe it. So she got the information on the phone. And what she won was, get this, a limousine ride to pick us up at our home with another couple that we select to accompany us. So we selected my sister and her husband to go with us to the show. We went backstage Yeah, and so I got to go on Willie Nelson's bus, his tour bus, and got to see the inside of it. Yeah, classy. This guy knows how to travel in style. So Jeremy's was about 3 weeks old by the time the limousine arrived. We had my mom look after my daughter Jamie and my son, the newborn son Jeremy, and my sister's kid, who was Jamie's age at the time. So my mother watched them. We took off in the limo. They delivered us to the venue. We were escorted to the backstage and got to meet Willie Nelson. And we hung out with him for a while and talked to him and met his sister Bobby. Man, you know what? Willie is a really kind, down-to-earth person. I mean, he's very kind. I think I got the munchies just from a contact high being around him, but that's neither here nor there, but it is what it is. We had a wonderful night in the concert. The limousine also was waiting for us. We got on the limousine and it took us after the concert to a really fancy high-end restaurant where we also had dinner. Yep. The winning phone call was a concert, a limo, 2 couples, and dinner. And backstage passes. So yeah. That was a memorable event that Becky and I still talk about to this day, the time we got to hang out with Willie Nelson. It was epic. I mean, who gets to do that? And we were a very young couple, as you could see here. A little rougher on the edges there, but yeah, life as a new couple, raising a young family. Yeah, you know you got tight wages that you're dealing with there, and otherwise we just could not have afforded to go to a concert and have an evening like this. But no, I did not take that tune from Willie Nelson. I actually composed that tune myself. It took me about 45 minutes to compose that tune. I sat in the library and my wife sat there and watched me. Once I got it down, I recorded it. And the first recording, I didn't have sufficient recording equipment to give it justice. But as time evolved, I was able to record it, and I just re-recorded it with some better audio equipment at Steve Miller Band's ranch, where he had built a recording studio. I went on an outing, Off the Beaten Path series. I'll leave a link to that at the end of the show so you guys can go check that out. Yeah, it's a wonderful place. He's moved on to other places, but his recording studio still is there. His ranch is still there, and there's a lot to do around there. So I'll continue learning how to play guitar. Perhaps I'll compose a couple of different tunes. I do want to do that. But right now I'm in the process of learning how to play the guitar. Well, that's our story with an evening spent with Willie Nelson. Stay tuned to more adventures that we have. I'll share some memories down memory lane here and there. And this is one of those nights I felt like sharing and answering a viewer's question, or his statement is like, yeah, your assumption is totally off base, but it's interesting correlation here. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, a compliment, or a question. I don't mind. Click that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I upload them. Also, click that share button. Sharing my videos on your social media platforms helps out the channel a lot. Also, please remember, always be safe, and please be kind. Yeah. We'll see you guys in our next adventure, all right? Bye-bye.